Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dynasty Reloaded coming back at you guys, showing y'all a little different series, which is going to be Minecraft plugins. And if you don't have any experience with Java, this should help you out a lot. So first off, you're going to want to go to Google, which I already am on. So you're going to want to type in Java JDK. And what that is, it's pretty much the file that lets you run it, or not run it, but it helps you compile it, I guess. So you just want to download that and install it. Then you want to go over to eclipse.org, downloads, and then Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Do this one, it's probably the best one. Don't do EE, it's a little bit harder. And then after that, you're going to want to go to bucket.org, and this is for most basic ones. Later on, you'll learn about APIs, and that'll pretty much show you a little different stuff. But you're going to want to go to get bucket or craft bucket. And download whatever you need, the Craft Bucket recommended version. Sorry if my hair looks terrible, guys. I literally just got home from baseball, so I understand. And right here you already see I have a file open. I wouldn't suggest copying those codes down because I don't think they're really that helpful, especially since I haven't taught you guys how to do it. Alright, so I need to do file, Java project. So right here, we're just going to call this plugin tut for tutorial. Finish. Add new class. Me dot, and then your in-game name. You don't have to do an in-game name. You can do whatever you want, really. I prefer doing in-game names because those are relevant to you. No one else can have it, so it's a little easier. And so right here, I always do the same case, like uppercase for plugin tut. It makes it a little easier later on once you're compiling the classes, which we'll get to at the end of this video. And right here, just make a new class. Underneath that, make sure you have that highlighted when you make it, and I usually name it the same thing. It just makes it a little bit easier. So now, click on plugin tut, or whatever your folder is, properties, Java build path, and you're going to want to go to where you downloaded the craft bucket and hit OK. So now what that does, it in all the codes that are in there, as you see, all these different Java codes are loaded into here so where you can use them. And so now, right here, you're going to want to go next to the name where it says that, extends Java plugin. And now it should underline red. And since you have it bucket added on as a file resource, you can just import that and it imports it automatically. So that's very helpful. And now we are going to make the public class, or no, not the public class, but right here you're going to want to type in public final logger and pretty much what it's saying is whenever they log on, it'll get their name. Alright, whenever you're logging onto the server, it'll get all the information for you. Equals logger dot get logger, and then it should pull up these two. Just hit OK, and then right here you're going to put quotes and Minecraft. So what that does is whenever you open up the server, it'll automatically get the stuff from this and put it on there for you. So now you're also going to finish out that line with the semicolon. Now right here you don't have to do this. I prefer it. So you're going to do public static and then whatever you name the plugin. So I'm just going to do plugin tut. Then you want to do plugin or whatever you want to name it. So what this does, it makes it so where whenever you type in plugin, it automatically loads up this file of your Java source, which is this page. So it doesn't really need anything for that. And now you're pretty much done with this little section right here. Or no, you're not, sorry. So right here, you can either do it this way, or the new way you had to do it this way actually. So you're going to do @override, and it should fix itself. Public void. So what public is? Public means that every file in this will use it. So I don't know why that's highlighted actually. Shouldn't be. Maybe it will disappear. On disable, and you can do private void and public void. So what those do pretty much is private void will be relevant to only this, and only this stuff will work on it. Private void means that public void means that it'll work on everything in the actual source file. And yeah, so now you're going to want to do brackets, space, and then the actual bracket. And what that does, now it makes a little new section for this. And for this one, we're just going to have like a little message come up whenever they type in the command. So right here, you're going to want to do plugin description. It should be underlined. File, PDF file, and then equal this dot get description. And then what that does, whenever you try to load up this, the plugin description file, it'll automatically get it from this folder as get description. So now that you have that part done, you can go on to the next line and type this dot logger. So whenever it logs on, it's gonna say, well, see, it says plugin tut, so it's using the logger that we created up here. So you can go ahead and place that dot info PDF file, and then get new file dot get name plus version. And I like to put spaces in between here, or else it's all going to be one line and really close. So this makes it a little bit more cleaner, I guess. And then, so plus, and what the plus does, it adds in different strings. You're going to want to do PDF file dot get version, just like that, plus then you can do has been disabled, or no, hold on, you don't have to do this part right here actually, so you can take that out. So now this, what it's pretty much doing is getting the name of the file, which we're going to make later for plugin. Then it's going to say has been disabled. So that way whenever you're closing it down, as you can usually see, like if it'll say TNT run, it'll say TNT run has been enabled version 12.02, whatever. So whenever you close down bucket, it'll say has been disabled, blah blah blah. So what this is doing is getting the name of the file, plugin tut, obviously. So yeah, and what override does, it makes it so it actually loads up this code first while it's opening up the whole entire server. So now you're going to want to go down 2. You don't have to go down 2. I just like making the code cleaner. Add override. Public void. And actually this part you can actually just copy and paste above, but I'm going to do it this part just manually real fast. So on enable. This part I'm just going to copy and paste. So C, V, makes it a little bit easier. And then, so right here, we're going to type in how they want it. So PDF file, dot get name, plus version. I put a space in there just so it looks cleaner whenever you load it up. Plus PDF file dot get version, and then plus that. So what this is going to do, the file that we're going to make later, which is the plugin.yml, it'll get the version from there. It'll also get the name from there, and it'll just display the version here, which is where it gets the version from. And then it'll say has been disabled. Actually, no, we're going to want to put this to has been enabled. Sorry. Has been enabled. So now that you have that, now it's on to the actual part. So, scrolling back over, space, so now public boolean, and so what this is doing, it is pretty much doing the actual commands. Alright, it's not doing the actual commands yet, but it's what it's going to be loading up for the game instead of just loading up on. So right here, the public void on disable and stuff, that's just loading up in the command prompt. Booleans is the actual what it's going to be doing. So I don't know what's wrong with this stuff. Okay, that needs to be 1. No, it doesn't. That shouldn't be there. I don't know how that got there. I don't know how that got there. And okay, I see what happened. So there we go. That fixed that. Don't know what happened there. So on command so sender. So what this is doing is pretty much saying whenever the command types the sender, so you're going to put command sender just so it's like the person that sends it and then it's getting the sender, comma command CMD. So what this is doing pretty much is just coding sender as command sender and command as CMD. So import command sender. Actually, I don't think you need to do that, but oh well. I know you gotta import command. You're gonna want to do this from the org.bucket. That's probably the easiest. And then still inside the brackets, string command label. Yeah, string command label comma string brackets like that args, and then you just want to close this out, open that up. So this is pretty much saying, so on command sender is putting command sender as just regular sender, command as CMD, string as command label, and the actual string as arguments. So now this shouldn't be there. What is it not picked up? Oh, I don't know why that keeps happening. String, there we go. So now it should pull up a big line going across just like that. It always does that. That's normal. Even though it's saying it's pretty much wrong, it's still right. So now you're going to want to type in player, and what this is going to do, actually, here, let's type in the rest of this line. Player sender. And since we have the sender defined up here as the command sender, it'll use player right here, which you got to import, so it'll get the entity for your player. And then if, so pretty much what the if statement is saying if you do this, this will happen. So if command label dot equals ignore case, and you're going to want to pick the actual one, not the 18%. I don't know why it has that, but now, so whatever you want to put here. So I'm going to put message reader. So now whenever I type in message or / message reader on Minecraft, it'll actually just pull up the actual command string. So now, and this what message or command label equals ignore case is saying is this can be lowercase, this can be lowercase, this can all be uppercase, it can be whatever. So now you got those. you're going to want to make the actual command, which is, or the actual player, or not player, but string, message. And so what you're going to type here, I'm going to type in chat color just so we can change it. Dot. And then right here, it's going to be whatever color you want, just bold, or all uppercase. Plus, and then whatever you want it to say. So it's going to say message reader 101. So now whenever we type in message reader, it'll say message reader 101 as the message back. And then now you just want to, after this little thing, you want to space return false. So now what that does, it cancels the Boolean out, so where the file's all complete, and we have all this stuff right here. So now we're gonna go test this in Minecraft. So first you're gonna want to save this just because it'll help out a lot, and you're gonna make sure you have plugin highlighted, new file plugin .yml. And right here, I pretty much copy and paste this for my other ones because it's pretty hard to remember. I'll leave it in the description if you guys want to see that. Helps out a little. So right here, for test, instead of test, you're going to want to put plugin tut. So what this does right here, so get name, we'll get that. And you're going to have all these, they're really sensitive. So plugin tut. And this is why I actually put them in the same case, because if these cases are off on this, then it'll be wrong. So plugin tut, plugin tut. So this is saying this part is the actual folder, or yeah, and this is the class. So version 1.0, we'll put message reader. And then commands, instead of send me, we're going to put message reader, so which is a command, and it's just going to say message reader 101. So pretty much this part doesn't matter right here as much. This does right here, because this is has to be exactly what you have the command as. Then description has to be message reader 1, or it doesn't have to be message reader 101. Be whatever you want. So you're going to save that. You can close this out because that doesn't have anything to do. So you want to refresh it. You want to refresh up here, wherever it's at. I just saw it. Refresh, and then file, export. Make sure you have it highlighted. Go to Java jar file. Then you're going to make sure you have all these. And right here, we're just going to do message reader. As you can see, I already have a little bit other plugins that I did in here just to test out. So I have it under bucket plugin, or bucket copy, just because the other one is for the server that we're opening up tomorrow. So if you guys want to check that out, you guys really should. It's going to be fun. And yeah, so whenever you guys check that out, make sure you guys enjoy that, because make sure you donate first of all, because if you don't, it's not going to grow out, and it's made for a lot of people, like 1,000+ people, just how big we have it. And if you guys donate, it helps us to upgrade the servers. We're going to at least upgrade it to 1,000 or 2 people before we start using it on personal stuff. So now we got Minecraft. Just going to put or log in the server. You can see we're in the hub because I have the same thing, but message reader, and we got the message back. So now you know that plugin worked. Message reader 101, which is exactly what we told it to put, and in Aqua, and we typed in this command. So the next plugin we're going to be showing is going to be show bar, and it's going to say, or it's going to say this at the top. You can change whatever it says at the top, really. But anyways, if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys subscribe, because I'm not sure when it's going to be coming out. And make sure you guys are up to date tomorrow on my channel because I'm either going to be putting out a game telling you guys about the server coming out and giving the last information update for it for right now, because it's going to be coming up on Saturday. Definitely be coming out on Saturday, most like 99% chance. Sorry, I'm in not like the commentary type state right now. I'm in like the tutorial state for some reason, but sooner or later I will teach you guys how to use these different plugins, because I know there's people that want to know how. And yeah, so remember just to rate, comment, and subscribe, and later.